Words of Wisdom by Confucius. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. When anger rises, think of the consequences. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. To see what is right and not do it is want of courage. He who learns but does not think, is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. To put the world right in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. It is a pleasure, when having a learned friend, to learn with him. Nor is he less pleased when one himself has a good understanding. The superior man understands what is right, the inferior man understands what will sell. To go too far is as bad as to fall short. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. When we have intelligence, but lack good manners, the result is worthlessness. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. If you look into your own heart, and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. He who learns but does not think, is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. Is it not gentlemanly not to take offense when others fail to appreciate your abilities? Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it, this is knowledge. Is it not a pleasure, having learned something, to try it out? In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. Is it not a joy to have friends come from afar? And the last quote is, "Respect yourself and others will respect you." Thanks for watching. Please share your own quotes from your experience. We would love to hear from you. Also, please don't forget to subscribe.